Welcome back. I'm going to try to make this the final episode of the 760 Power Master Variant 2 so that I can get back to it. It's going to take about a week to finish getting the seals and well, it's an assembly kit to get the seals and springs and little things like that you need that you normally replace anyway. Not cheap. So anyhow, finish the stocks and drilling and everything and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll start assembling it when the seal kit comes in. Cover the table with a towel when I do that so I don't scratch nothing. Got to be real careful and reassemble these things with barrel bands and all that made out of metal. Speaking of which, while I'm waiting, I gotta clean that down and repaint it so I can have that all nice gloss black when I go to put it back together. And we will test it when I get it back together. Get the backstop back together while I'm waiting. Get that done. But anyway, finishing and start reassembling. Let's go. Alright, now that we got the barrel and pump tube over there curing, which looks to be coming along nicely. It's got a satiny sheen to it. I'm not even going to touch that for another 5 days. That would be Tuesday. I ordered the seal kit that comes with extra little springs and assembly parts and junk like that today on the phone, thinking it would make it quicker, but they won't ship it out till Monday. Of course, they're only over in Toledo, which is 2 hours from here, so you're talking 2 or 3 days. So this thing should be done by next weekend. Anyway, time to break out some rubbing alcohol again. I can't use anything real strong on the plastic and the wood. I don't want to take the finish off. I just want to take the finger dirt off. The finger dirt, that as I call it, dirt that mixes with the lanolin on your skin and stuff. The skin and stuff gets rubbed into the plastic, and you just flat got to get that stuff off. A real cheap bag of cotton balls, always comes in handy, as does these plastic 3-ounce bathroom cups. A couple of bucks. You could probably get both for $5 or $6. See you. Let's, oh, wait a minute. Forgot the gloves. At least these gloves are, even though they're large, are loose enough per sizing to more quickly go on your hands. Okay, now and when after I finish it and hang it up, I'll put the hanger around the bolt there. That's the inner, the one that goes sideways like this, inside the receiver halves to hold it together. getting a little dirt off, but that gives you some idea of what it'll look like with the True Oil clear coat on it. This one is kind of dull, but it's also not drilled on that side. It's only drilled on one side, so I gotta see if I could get a long enough bit to drill that through both sides so you can physically remove it to knock, you know, to use a roll pin punch to knock the pins out. And as usual, here, 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 and there, and here, somebody was rolling paint on a wall and didn't get this thing out of the way. That makes it hard. To get off without messing up the finish. See if I can. Last paper towel. I had to peel that one off. And some purists will say, "Oh no, now you got to wash it with soap and water, and then you got to rinse it." No, you don't need to clean it with soap and water. That's what the rubbing alcohol is for, to clean it with. You don't need to clean the alcohol off. You just wipe it off. And you can see, did get some dirt off. And here's that side. Once it's wet, you can kind of get an idea of the molded in wood grain. It's going to look really good when I clear coat it. It's still got the black, what I call overwash in the grain. It's actually molded in black as I currently understand it, and they roll brown paint over the outside somehow that doesn't get down in the deeper spots, and it makes the wood grain stand out. Just want to get it as clean as I can. Get some finger dirt off of it and the greasy, grimy gopher guts off the outside from the lanolin on your skin and all that stuff. And let it dry before I coat it and look for a way to hang it up, because I've only got two of those metal coat hangers. Sure wish I had some more. No, that's going to take some take a little extra work. So I hate when you set it in the dirt with the butt in the dirt against a tree or something like that. Kind of wish they'd have used a friction welding thing they did on the other ones, to the later ones, to put a black plastic end cap on the stock. This is heavy though. They call it faux wood because it's solid. It's got some heft to it. I think it weighs a bit more than the wood does, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, that looks a little cleaner. Makes your hands feel a little cool though when that alcohol starts evaporating. Okay. This side almost feels sticky. Okay, this one's starting to feel that way too now. It's drying out a little bit. You see there's a little bit of sheen on there now from the plastic once you get the dirt off. Not a lot, just some brownish colored dirt from your hands, stuff like that. Wish they'd do a wooden stock shape like that with that kind of checkering on there. Boy, that's nice. Got some impacted dirt right there. I'm going to have to see if I can get over there and get a brass brush and get that out of there. Now, set that over there. Okay, anyway, got out my DeWalt drill and a small drill bit that'll fit these holes so I can drill them all the way through to this side. Otherwise you can't use a roll pin punch to knock the pins out or the pump lever to take it off. And first I have to put some painter's tape on this side to line up where the drill's going to come out so it doesn't chip the wood and all of that. Okay, let's see if I can line that up. Cut that shorter, I think. I was thinking of putting the tape horizontal but vertical. Lining it up vertically is easy because then you just look down in there to see where the hole is. Okay. That should do it. All right, let's see. Oh, now what? Okay, somebody neutralized all the switches for some dumb reason. Need to sharpen the drill bits, dang. And there's one. So that's hardwood, all right. Bits don't hardly want to go through it. Even on the drill press over there by the rack where I hang everything up. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna set that down. Got a whole like doctor's bag with the drill, the driver, electric driver drill thing, and all the bits and screwdriver bits and all that stuff at Home Depot on sale for 40 bucks. Couldn't beat that with a stick. And there's where it came out. It's not great, but I got it. Still splintered a little. There's not much I can do about that. So let's take the end of this and see if I can varnish that a little bit. You know what? I wonder if I could use that drill bit for a reamer on where the hole came out. Carefully. Okay, well, that's okay there. That's a little chip on that one that came out when I pulled the tape. Sometimes you can't avoid that stuff. Alrighty. Okay. Another alcohol swab. Now when that's wet, you can see how that's going to look. That's elm, you can tell by the grain structure. Oh. I want to see if I can engrave my logo right there, the LC air rifles thing, and a number for which number this is, how many I've restored so far. Been wanting to do that for a long time. Now this is used. There's a dull spot was on there somewhere. I can't remember where it was offhand, but that's gonna look nice. Clear coat, really, the true oil will really bring out the grain structure. Just gotta get that finger dirt off of there. Oh, fell. Must have slipped out of my fingers. Okay. Alright, well anyway. Another thing that bugs me, you can't see the holes. It might be a little closer to this end. To try and make up my mind if the slightly longer end belongs towards the receiver or not. The other ones broke off, and on that end it's broke off out to about there, and it's hard to tell. So we will have to look at that. Set that over there. And let that dry for a bit, and then we'll get out the true oil and see how that works. Got out the true oil, and I forgot to grab a pouch. These Brownell's square woven patches. Okay. You know how I hate it when these doggone cap liners won't stop falling off. Used that brass brush and got the bottom of that a lot cleaner. It's kind of hard to do this and you can't lay it down or anything like that. It's like guys use just mere drops and everything and sand most of it off, and let's get it on there and get it over with. Just not enough where it sags or runs or anything, but just want to get it on there pretty decent, where at least seals the surface. That's the main objective to me, seals the surface and makes it look a little richer. Just try not to touch yourself once you got it on there. Now on this one I'm going to try to put the hanger through one of the pinholes here, and okay, and bending the end like this makes this tab go under the shelf rack when you stick it through that little zigzaggy loopy part in front. Makes it go up against it and hold this out away from the rack. I finally found a good way to bend them darn things. Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Got that pretty good. I'll wipe off the bottle of True Oil though. 8-ounce bottle. Apple point. Okay. Okay, how about that? Nice little shine on it. Not too glossy, not too satiny. And boy, does it make the grain stand out. When you can, let me see if I can get in a little closer. Looks darn close. The forestock's got light shining on it, so it looks a little lighter than it actually is. It matches the color of the buttstock really close. So does the grain. That elm is another kind of hardwood on the forestock there. Matches that up pretty good. Trying to zoom in on the barrel and pump tube hanging to the right of it there. Nice little shine. Looks good. And here we have the barrel band end cap after I painted it with the same gloss black Rust-Oleum after cleaning and sanding and all that, so it would look good again. Well, after getting a complaint that these videos are too long, I decided to try to keep it down to around 30 minutes, so I'm going to end this one here. So keep your gun oiled, your powder dry. Good Lord willing, the creeks don't rise. We'll see you again.